Hello Midmark teammates, it's John Baumann, and I'm taking time today to bring this story to you. So have you ever experienced a moment when everything changes? Last night at 6:46 I was at home, about an hour and a half's drive from the inn here in Versailles. And in that moment I received a message that said, we have an emergency in Versailles. The Versailles Inn is burning. Everybody's safe. And in that moment I knew things were changing rapidly. So I reached out to our teammates, to Monique, and our team was on the way to be here at the inn, as was the firefighting units from the surrounding areas. I want to tell you that in that period of time what I learned and how impressed I am with the response that came not only from our teammates, but from our community. First, our staff at the inn, completely professional. They cared about our guest. They went into action and brought everybody to safety and evacuated the building and notified the fire department. When I first saw this, and Monique was talking with me, everything seemed pretty under control. There was no lives at risk, and the fire seemed to be burning but controlled. So I said, Monique, I'll stay in touch with you and let's see where this goes. And if things aren't in the same condition in 15 minutes or so, I'll be up. Well, as you might have expected, things did get better. And the inn sounded like we were going to have water damage and some smoke and the like, but it sounded like things were getting better. And then about an hour or so later, I get another message. And this had gone on to a 5-alarm fire. And our teammates were up here, and I immediately left the home, got in my truck, and said, I'll be there. When I got here, that's the story I want to tell you about and relate that to Midmark. When I arrived, there were probably 2 or 3 blocks of traffic blocked in every direction, the roads. There were over 20 fire trucks. Those fire trucks came from 15 different fire squads, near and far, from here in Versailles, Bradford, Covington, Fort Laramie, and many, many other locations. There were over 100 firefighters, men and women, who I was later told that only 5 were paid. The other 95 and more were all volunteers. The fire was burning, the smoke was blowing, and here we had 100 individuals that were here to support Midmark. And I watched at the very end of this how they worked so closely together in coordination and what their dedication was to protect not only lives, but just our community and for sales and our inn and Midmark. And as I wandered through the crowd, what I saw over and over again was 10 or more of those firefighters were Midmark teammates. I was so impressed with who we are in that moment as Midmark. And I was so thankful for the support of this community and for those first responders who came to our help. There was also about 10 of our teammates here that had come for various reasons, that live close and live far away, that had come here out of their positions of responsibility or simply to support other teammates. I watched our leadership, our team, come together and start to talk about what do we do tomorrow, what do we do now, we have guests coming in, how will we take care of them. I saw teammates think about communication and how we would do that. What I want to tell you is the story about this community of Midmark and the community of Darke County and Versailles, Ohio. I've never experienced that kind of outpouring of support anywhere. This is a special place. It's an incredibly special place when you have 100 volunteers show up just on a call of we need your help. It's remarkable. And when you watch the professionalism, they set a command center in the front of the building, command center in the back, and a third commander walking around addressing safety. There's themes in here for Midmark. And when I look at what I saw in this community, it gave me a confidence that no matter how high the hills we are taking on in the upcoming strategy that we'll share, that we're going to get there. And we're going to get there because of the commitment of the people in this community. I saw the men and women last night, and they were prepared to take on the job before them in that moment. They also were in high communication with each other. They were coordinating, they were supporting. Now in the end, what I will tell you is, if there's damage, water, fire, access through walls, roofs opened up, and we're going to be out of commission for a while here at the end. But in some ways I will tell you that that's not the story. It's just not the story. The bigger story is how lucky we all are. There was no loss of life. Our team performed magnificently. Each and every person understood the importance of the moment and their role and their support to our teammates. And we were surrounded by a community that cares deeply about Midmark and is here to help us and to protect what we have. In the end, this is really about knowing just how fortunate and blessed we are in this area of Versailles. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for our teammates and for those responders. Now, I know this story is true probably wherever we go, that there are examples that each location can share about how we've worked together as a team. But I would tell you last night, I've seen that only a few times, and it was really powerful. So I want to thank you for your understanding that we're going to go through a little disruption here for a period of time. More than a little, it's going to be pretty significant. But that we're up to the task and that things will be fine. I just want to thank our team. I want to thank our community leaders and those responders that came, the EMS team and the firefighters that came and helped us out last night and protected what we had. So with that, thank you all very much. This was just something I was really, I just had to share. So take it in that vein. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye-bye.